Man, here's things, man, that just kind of irk me pretty. They just irk me because they're common points of contention between people that are supposed believers. You know what I'm saying? When a lot of times, man, these beliefs are built from tradition, and when tradition becomes exalted over the truth, well, that's where a tradition becomes an idol, and the truth becomes your enemy. Because I don't know why. Because you've built up all these years of falsehoods on top of each other, and I mean, you got to get to that bottom brick and smash it before you can get to the bottom of the truth, man. For instance, people love to cling to this phony drug war paradigm where they act like, like for instance, look, smoking marijuana is this great sin, this unforgivable sin, and all of a sudden there's no truth or no light upon in you if you smoke marijuana. Which, in my opinion, that is total bull crappery. I mean, the Bible says that all plants, all seed-bearing plants, there's an indicator that, look, marijuana is a seed-bearing plant. It's given to man for his use. I mean, listen, do I say anyone should become a 24/7 constant smoker of any kind? No. I mean, it's gonna tax your lungs, for one. I mean, and then plus, dude, it's not good to be high all the time, dude. Not all the time. There's a time and a place for everything. And all the time is no place, because there's times you need all your facilities. You need to be more serious. That stuff lightens you up, makes you jokey. You know what I'm saying? And goofy. So, I mean, there's a time to be jokey and goofy, okay? That's not a bad thing. I hate how people like to cut it down when they don't really even understand why it was this way from the beginning. It's this way, man, because it's not because of anything moral. It's because of profitability. You gain more money from keeping it illegal, and then having this military prison industrial complex have these phony boogeymen enemy to chase around. It's sickening. You know what I'm saying? That these people, that you will side with the pharmaceutical industrial complex, which is real pharmakeia, which is real sorcery, with shit that really fucks your mind up and bends your reality. Not all their medicines are evil, but a lot of them can be used for evil in so many different ways. And it is. The fact that you side with them, but then villainize this other group of people who really ain't doing anything wrong, who've just been exploited and used as this political enemy that's non-existent. Because, I mean, here's the thing. All of us who say that the drug war is bullshit, there you go. We already have a strike against us, because the state is not God. They are fallible. You know what I'm saying? They can make mistakes. They can deceive us. And they have many times over. We've caught them over and over. So why would this be any different? Just like the alcohol thing. You guys are sticking to this phony drug war prohibition propaganda, when you know why they outlawed alcohol wasn't because it was evil. It was because it was profitable. Look, they got to make the whole FBI over this tax shit, this federal law enforcement that is fucking us all now, and you guys still buy their party line. When you refuse to look at the truth. I mean, listen, do I advocate a person rising in the morning to seek strong drink? No, I do not. I think that's, once again, just like the marijuana. There's a time to drink, and we shouldn't be gluttonous. I mean, when you drink to the point, when you drink for 3 days straight and you're on a binger, look, all right, you're practicing gluttony, and your wits are not going to be the sharpest at that point. You know what I'm saying? And your guard is down. It's true. You know what I'm saying? I could say that. But at the same time, people don't drink. Some people may drink to go partake of the world. Other people drink to make the world go away because it is so whack. And there's just nothing. There's nothing good in here, dude, anymore. So, it's not what you think it is. Here's the thing. In Acts, when the apostles started all speaking in tongues all of a sudden, they goes, look, these men are drinking. They're drunks. And then the disciples say, it is only the 3rd hour of the day. We are not drinking. He didn't say, no, us disciples have never partaken of alcohol ever. And never will because we support prohibition. They did not say that. They said it's the 3rd hour of the day. In other words, these men are not seeking after wine and strong drinks from the moment they wake up until they go to sleep. This isn't what they were doing. They didn't say no. They didn't deny drinking ever. They would have if it was that big a deal as people make it out to be. Or here's another thing. When Jesus, hey, we have no wine, Jesus. What are we going to do? It's a wedding ceremony. And Jesus says, he goes and turns water into wine. And he says, hey, we saved the good wine until now. Like he's like, this is the good stuff. Go ahead, drink that up and enjoy it. God created wine to make man's heart merry. God created wine. But, just like everything God creates that is good can be usurped and turned to evil. Like it has been. Because all of a sudden it's this evil association. When it talks about strong drink. Strong drink is like this. It's like absinthe. When you melt opium inside of the absinthe and then you drink it. And it also, pharmakia, is ritual use of hallucinogens in religious ceremonies, okay? That's what you people are talking about. And for some reason you can't make this fucking distinction. Which I'm not saying that this isn't going on. Pharmakia is going on. Look at the logo of a Rite Aid. A Rite Aid. If you do the initials, it says Ra. I mean, if that isn't an indicator of who's behind it, the magicians of Pharaoh. But it's a cauldron with the lightning bolt. Come on, the lightning bolt's a symbol of Satan's fall. The cauldron is a universal symbol for witchcraft and magic. So, once again, here's another. This is the truth of the matter. And then you guys are trying to pull all these other things in and lump them in together when, look, there's distinctions, there's separations here. You know what I'm saying? I just can't agree with everyone about everything because it's really truly impossible. What some people act like we're supposed to uphold this certain type of. It says, listen, a man that is at the head of a church, like a bishop or a deacon or a pastor, like someone who is it says, it doesn't say he can't drink. It says he should not be a partaker of much wine. That means he has a glass, 2 glasses, and then he puts it away. That's for the man who's the head of a church. The head of a church also can't be a striker. He can't be like me. He can't be a martial artist. You know what I'm saying? But the lower guys who aren't at the head can certainly have a job within the church. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to be the head of the church, but listen, it's to be a part of the body. It's to be a minor member, instead of the thumb, you're the pinky. You know what I'm saying? Which, hey, better to be a part of the pinky than not at all, right? So, it's just like marriage. People make this mistake where they think that the marriage ceremony, where you got to go to the state, you got to go get all these papers signed, and then you got to go do this pagan ceremony where you put this ring on your finger and go, before the church and everyone. Which isn't, I'm not against that, but I'm just saying it's that is a mystery Babylonian pagan ritual that has been traditionalized by people to the point now they associate that with what the truth of the Bible is, when in all actuality, marriage is this: for two to cohabitate and share a bed in the way that a man and wife shares the bed, okay? That is marriage. So it doesn't matter if you publicly stated it or not. Fornication really just it's the more every person you fornicated with, that's one of your wives or husbands. I mean, that is a sick thought because we've all been taught that it's okay. God will forgive you and all this. So just go ahead, keep on living. Go ahead, do as thou wilt, and you shalt be forgiven. Basically. So we've been tricked into this thinking that this is normal and this is what it is. I mean, if we've been tricked there, what else possible have you been tricked about and used as a weapon against you? You know what I'm saying? Because like Jesus, if you want to know where I know about the marriage thing, Jesus at the well when he sees the woman who has 7 husbands, but Jesus doesn't condemn her. He doesn't throw her down the well. He doesn't cut her head off. You know what I'm saying? Allah, you disgrace Allah. He didn't say none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's funkin' stupid. That people just are so just dumbed down about this that they cannot see things for what they are. You gotta look at it from a spiritual view, but at the same time, look, the spiritual understandings mean you will. Some deception in the world will not be able to be a deception anymore because you'll see through it and you'll be like, wait a second, this is a divide and conquer Willie Lynch. This is a deception. And, people need to understand what the heck they are talking about and stop, be specific when you need to be specific. Be broad when you can when it applies. But look, if it doesn't work, if there's variations, if there's variables, well, you gotta throw all the variables out there so people can understand what it really is that you're talking about, because you're deceiving them, whether you know it or not. I know most people think they're doing right, but we do make mistakes. We can make mistakes, and this is what this is all about: is realizing you've made mistakes and trying to correct them